What up? It's Grandpa MC coming at you with another video. Like, subscribe, share, comment. All right, so I had this one. I had to think about it a couple of weeks because it was a lot of what if scenarios. So I had to really like flesh them out to kind of get my thoughts together on it. So this one is about Kobe, Grant Hill, Penny, and Kevin Garnett. What ifs with them and how the difficulties they encountered during their time in the league affected the league more than what you would know, because if they would have been able to stay relatively healthy during their time, or in Kobe's case, if he wouldn't have, well, it kind of applies to Kobe because that, the organization kind of let. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. But in Kobe's case, Kobe encountered the media backlash of his actions after the Colorado incident. So Kobe was basically the face of the league before the incident. So that was July the 18th. Before July the 18th, basically Kobe was the face of the league. If if you can remember back all the commercials he had. He had the McDonald's commercial, the Adidas commercial. He had like multiple Adidas commercials. He had what was another thing he had it. Plus he had the the little rap song with Brian McKnight. That was hilarious. But so if Kobe wouldn't have had the issue in 2003, that takes him to all the way to about 2016 or 17, 2016 or 17, with him basically being the face of the league. So that covers the LeBron time. They would have been giving him multiple MVPs. Maybe they would have. Who knows about how the Lakers would have handled that? Because if they would have managed Kobe's minutes, or if they would have managed him right, I don't think he would have broke down as much. He wouldn't have broke down as much because he wasn't playing the first 3 years. So he had all that. If they would have managed him right, Kobe could have been productive up into it to his late 30s, going into the 40s. I don't know if he would have been 40 playing, but So from 2016 till 2016, that covers LeBron's time. And then also Grant Hill. Grant Hill in 2000 was basically the face of the league. But when he hurt his foot trying to be a stand-up guy in Detroit, played on that fractured foot in the playoffs against Miami. I remember it. And Doug Collins was his coach. Video coming up on him. But Doug Collins was his coach, and and Grant Hill is a stand-up guy, at least was a stand-up guy, is whatever. But he was honoring his commitment to the team, and he went out there and he fractured his foot, and it took the career went on a downturn the whole time. So just saying, if Grant Hill wouldn't have got hurt, his time in the league would have been from that point, 2000, he would at least went to about 2010 or 11 or 12. So he would have been, along with Kobe, the face of the league, and that would have covered the LeBron time. Penny in 1996 was a fresh face on, as far as coming up. He was creating a lane for himself. He talked recently about how Joe Dumars kneed him in the leg, and kneed him in the back of the knee, and his leg wasn't the same anymore. So let's just say Penny Penny stays healthy from 96 till 2000, what, in 5, 6. That would have still been within the same time LeBron would have first came in the league, so they wouldn't have had the pressure to make him the face of the league. So you'd had three guys at that time, and the last one that I think of because he's one of my favorite players of that era. KG wouldn't have been ran into the ground by Minnesota. Now, whether they would have been able, if they would have traded him, which would have been better for him, or if they would have been able to, if they wouldn't have fumbled them putting talent around him. KG he won a title in 2008 with Boston. I think excuse me, if they would have been able to put talent around him, I think he would have been another face of the league. They could have leaned in on him. I mean, he didn't retire until after 2010 or 11, 12, somewhere up in there. So that still would have been covering. So they wouldn't have felt the pressure to make LeBron the face of the league. So them four players, in my opinion, caused the league to them in having the issues with their career that they had, kind of forced the league to panic and make LeBron the face of the league. You know what I'm saying? If they would have had time to cultivate him, maybe he wouldn't have. It would have better benefited him. It would have benefited him. So that's just my thought on that scenario. Let me know what you think. It's Grandpa signing off. Peace.